Whenever we think of love or sacrifice, only one word comes to our mind: mother. But today's incident has put this relationship to shame. First of all, now this video has come. Before watching this video, I would like to tell you something. Maybe this video hurts your sentiments, and it is also possible that after watching this video, you may start looking at all your relatives and family members with suspicion. So, proceed further with this video only if you are so clever that you can handle such content. Otherwise, you can leave the video right now. This incident is from a small village named Chahri in Jalgaon, Maharashtra. On 4th February 2019, when a person from the village went towards the forest, he saw a foot in the forest. It appears protruding from the clock, and he thinks that it might be a child, thinking that someone is lying unconscious there or something like that. He goes ahead to see, but as soon as he looks ahead, he is shocked. Actually, it was a severed leg which could not be seen clearly. It was being said that this is of a 12 to 13-year-old boy, after which he immediately calls the police. When the police gets to know about this, they immediately reach there, after which they start investigating that after all, what is the matter of this whole thing. But during this time, there used to live a family in the village which was a below poor family, and in this family lived 4 people: Dagdu Shet Mangesh Patil and also Mangesh's sister. Mangesh, who was in this family, was ill for the last 2 days. It was missing, and due to this the family had filed a complaint for it with the police the previous day, after which the police were searching for it. But as soon as they found this leg, the police suspected that whether this leg belonged to him or not. But before this, what was the matter that happened 2 days ago since Mangesh was missing? Actually, on 2nd February, Mangesh was returning home from school. Usually the school got over early than the usual time, and Mangesh reached home early. So these village people, mostly among them Mangesh, also changes after reaching home, and after that he goes towards the jungle to freshen up after informing his mother, after which his mother keeps waiting for him, but Mangesh does not reach home till night, after which the whole family gets very worried, and his mother starts crying a lot and gets very upset. Slowly this news spreads in the village, and all the people of the village start looking for Mangesh together, but unfortunately Mangesh is not found. No one finds him, after which the family gets very upset, and the next day in the morning a complaint was filed with the police about Mangesh being missing, after which the police was still searching for all this, but till evening the police could not find anything. The next morning the police got this update which I told you about, the leg, after which the police came into action, and everyone felt that there was a possibility that this leg could be of Mangesh, after which the police started searching the entire forest again and slowly found the rest of Mangesh's body parts too. The bodies started being found, only his head was not being found by the police anywhere. Actually, this was the time of Moni Amavasya or Dark Amavasya, which had come after 27 years, and it is believed that at this time but people who do things like black magic are very active, and it was also seen that the way Mangesh's body parts were cut and thrown away, it was clearly understood that maybe it had something to do with this black magic. There was panic among the villagers, and they stopped sending their children to school for fear that their children might disappear and that the person who is doing these things might also kill their children. The people of the village did not even send their children out of the house now, because this was the whole matter had become so serious that the police also took this matter very seriously, and about 50 policemen got to work to solve this whole matter. Now Mangesh's family was still hopeful that maybe Mangesh would be found. Someone has taken him away, or Mangesh has gone somewhere and he will probably come back alive. But now when the police had found all the body parts and after finding his clothes too, the police called Mangesh's family to identify him. These are the clothes and body parts of Mangesh. So immediately Mangesh's family saw them and recognized that it was Mangesh, although his head was still missing. After which the family was very sad, meaning in a way they were completely shattered. Mangesh's mother was the most distressed, and she was unable to control herself. She was crying a lot continuously now because the matter had become so serious and the whole village was involved in it, so she took the help of 50 policemen. Of the village people also started searching. The police started the search operation. First of all, the police brought their dogs for searching, hoping that they could find some clue. After that, the police let the dogs loose in the same jungle. The dogs ran away from there and went straight to the forest. The police who went to Mangesh's house thought that maybe these dogs are reaching Mangesh's house following his smell, after which the police repeated the whole thing again, but the same thing happened again. Whatever these dogs were, they were again Mangesh's. The police reached the house and were not able to understand what to do next. The police could not find anything. After this, the police thought that they should find a CCTV camera nearby which will help them to reach the person who has done all this. Because now the search for Mangesh was over, the search was only for the person who had done all this to Mangesh. Although this village was a very small village and there were no CCTV cameras in it, but the villagers, there was a jewelry shop nearby and a CCTV camera was installed there. The police recorded the video of 2nd February in the same camera. Some footage was taken with the hope that they might get a lead from here, and the police did find something like that. The police saw that in that video a beggar was roaming around who was asking for money from people, asking for food from people, but he also had a bag with him which looked very heavy, and the police believed that Mangesh was probably in this bag. After which the police started looking for this beggar in the surroundings, but they could not find him anywhere. Finally, with the help of some people, the police made a sketch of him and put it up all over the village with the promise that whoever gives information about him will be given some cash prize. But unfortunately, even after this, the police could not get anything. The police was again very confused as to what they should do and where they should take the lead from. The matter was not that Mangesh's family was very rich or they had any conflict with someone's family that they could get any lead from Mangesh. Do this, it seemed clearly that this scenario was of kidnapping, so this matter is not there. Till now everybody thought it was black magic, but the reality was going to shock everybody. Now in the hands of police because nothing was found. So police once again they got together and planned a meeting where they decided where they were making mistakes or where they were leaving the dogs. One thing that was decided in the discussion was that every time they left the dogs, they were going to Mangesh's house. We didn't just look at Mangesh's house, we looked everywhere else. So this time the police tried to go to Mangesh's house and look, but again unfortunately the police didn't find anything at Mangesh's house either. After which the police asked Mangesh's neighbor started making inquiries. When asked the neighbors, they told that there is a boy who comes to their house very frequently. Thought that maybe some lead can be got from Samadhan. Police quickly picked up Samadhan and took him to police station for questioning. I went there, but the matter turned out to be something else. Actually, Mangesh's mother and father are Samadhan's real maternal uncle and aunt, which means he clearly told me that they are my real maternal uncle and aunt. Why should I not go to their house? And this Samadhan Patil also lived in Mangesh's village, which means he lived in his own village. It was obvious that he was coming and going at a short distance from the house. It was a normal thing, but the police still felt something fishy. The police sent the police from there as well, but they still kept an eye on him, after which a very shocking thing happened. The police came to know that when the police kept an eye on Samadhan for a long time, they noticed that Samadhan usually went to Mangesh's house only when his maternal uncle was not at home, i.e. when Dhagdu Patil was not at home and when the children went to their school. It used to be that going to his aunt at such a time used to give some suspicion to the police. Now the police took some more time to assess all this, after which the police again picked up Samadhan and took him to the police station for questioning, and now the police took the help of lies to know the truth. The police told a lie to Samadhan. Police said that they have come to know how he killed Mangesh and how he hid the matter, so they know the whole matter. It would be better if Samadhan himself tells everything to police, otherwise they have more information. There are many ways after which Samadhan got very scared and he thought that maybe the police has come to know everything, and after this moment a very shocking truth was revealed to everyone. As soon as Samadhan opened his mouth, the police was completely shocked. The ground slipped from under her feet. Samadhan told that she used to visit her maternal uncle's house very frequently. Her aunt used to be there at her house. Gradually, they both became friends and aft. After that they started getting intimate. No one even came to know about it. The name is Rajendra Patil. Samadhan broke this news and shared with him how he gets intimate with his aunt and visits her house with a lot of frequency, after which Rajendra also became curious about this thing and he did a video. He placed a demand before Samadhan and told Samadhan that I also want to have sex with your aunt if there is a possibility of being intimate. Then Samadhan also readily agreed to this. He just told Rajendra that he will ask his aunt once. When he asks his aunt, then his aunt will also be ready for this thing. Just now the sequence started. Sometimes Rajendra and Samadhan both would go together and sometimes they would go in turns. Everything was going on normally as per their plan, but on 2nd February there was a twist when Mangesh reached his home before time, after which I told you that he went to the jungle to freshen up, and as soon as he went towards the jungle, Rendra Patil went to meet Geeta Bai, and both of them did not even remember that Mangesh has returned and he came back from the jungle in a short while. They just closed the door normally and started getting intimate inside. Soon after this, Mamesh returned home. He opened the door and was shocked by what he saw before all three of them could process anything. Rajendra picked up a stick lying nearby and hit Mangesh on the head loudly, after which Mangesh died on the spot. Now Mangesh had died, but they were unable to understand how to dispose of the body. In the heat of the movement, something had happened which perhaps they did not want to do, but I told you in the beginning that this incident has put the relation of mother and son to shame. What happened after that was intentional and was even more horrific. When they had to understand how to dispose of the body, they used this moni. They took the help of Amavasya, new moon night. They knew that they can divert people. Due to this, all three of them anything like this to you in any kind of situation. So if you like the video, then do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Till then, take care of yourself. See you next time in a next video. Bye bye.